Hello, everyone. Um, it's the end of day two of the English Nationals. By now, we have an English champion, and I have not been obsessively following the results today. I had a family thing, so Alistair has been keeping track of it for me. But by now, I can go and watch what the results were. So I'll do that with you right now. I will show them to you, and we can talk about what happened and maybe what was expected and what wasn't. Let's go and watch. Right, so here we see it. At the end of day one, they had fought the 3 rounds, and for round 4, Russell Wright and Johnny Curran were at the top. Both of them were undefeated at that point, and they faced off, and Russell absolutely massively beat Johnny 16-2 in kill dice, which is massive win. And Johnny got beaten way down in the ranking for that one. Martin Fairweather was facing Chris Davis. Martin Fairweather had brought that Death Star build, a British Death Star with a large tank. And Chris Davis had brought his mounted recon list. And Chris Davis, unsurprisingly, won that one. I had predicted that as much, again, with a rather big victory. Michael Smith faced off against Richard, and they drew, although Richard did kill more of Michael's army. Gary Morgan and Luke Salter faced off each other, and Luke had a massive win there. Luke is really an up-and-coming player. He is right fresh from his Aldershot victory going into this one. And this victory will put him at the top tables as well. Topher faced Gervin, so it was an England versus Wales matchup here, and this one Topher wins quite handily, 10-2. And Paul Wickens faced Pete of the Juggers, and again this is an England versus Wales, and Paul Wickens loses to Pete. So 2 Jugger wins here. Then going down the list, we see the rest of the players. They drew, they lost. We have some big wins. We have Owen Balding beating Mike Goss, which is kind of that is a large win because Mike had brought his all bamboo spearhold, which is massive, right? Winning 10-2 against bamboo spears. That is really good. So. And Daniel Moody at the bottom table wins against Philip Baxter. Daniel has not had a good tournament so far going into round 4. Let's see how he does. And then we have round 5 at the top. We see again Russell was facing Chris Davis. Russell's Gurkha British against Chris Davis Mounted Recon Soviets, and Russell wins. Not a lot of casualties here, which tells me that both players were playing conservatively. They knew what they were doing. They didn't throw their armies away. But Russell clinches the win, making him the only player with 5 wins, and thereby the new English. English champion. It was the English Nationals, so he is the English champion by now. Luke faced Topher on the second table, and he wins, bringing Luke to a good contender for the second place, I think. 10-7, so also a close game, but a victory. Johnny loses massively to Pete, 12-0, so that was a hard loss for Johnny. And going from the hard loss to Russell and then a hard loss here, he is going to go way down in the ranking at the end. Michael Smith wins against Alex. That should be good for Michael's final standing. And Richard wins against Martin Fairweather. Martin has then lost 2 games in a row with his Death Star. That should also put him down in the ranking. Gary wins against Steve. Michael Garrick wins against Richard. And Paul Wickens faced Gervin in an all Welsh matchup and wins this one. And then we have all the James Falker wins 16-3 against Spurley. Ooh, that was rough. Owen Balding and Mike Parker, they drew. Mike Goss loses again. Oh, that is rough for the Japanese. Right, let's see the final standing. So, unsurprisingly, Russell takes the win. He's the only player with 5 wins. Luke takes number 2 with his Soviets, 3-2-0. So undefeated on the day. Pete of the Juggers takes number 3, another British list, 4 wins and 1 loss. Michael, he takes the Soviets to number 4, again undefeated. Well done, Michael. Richard, he is also undefeated, 3-2. Again, very good showing. Chris Davis also, his only loss being to Russell Wright. So, I mean, that is what happens when you lose in the final of a tournament. That will put you down the ranking. Sorry, Chris, that's just how it goes. Gary Morgan, he is also at 3-1-1 with the USA, and then Topher with France in number 8, 3 wins, 2 losses. Same for Paul Wickens, 3 wins, 2 losses. And Michael Garrick with his Americans round up the top 10, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Johnny Curran takes 11, and then the rest goes all the way down. Michael Fairweather, his 2 losses put him way down the list, you can see here. Gervin also has 3 losses, which puts him down the list. Owen with his Italians way down. Burley and Connor and Mike all at the bottom here, and Mike with his Japanese. He did not have a good tournament. Daniel Moody with his Australians also had a rough tournament. So, and the bottom 3 lists here, I assume that Colin and Sally did not attend and play because they have 0 all the way through. The bottom 3 lists are all German lists. That will tell you something about the meta. And if you just look at the top 6, it's all Soviet Union and Great Britain, all the same. So we have a national meta for Great Britain. It's very clear. Over the next few days, I will be talking to Russell about what we'll do some number crunching, what the actual numbers are for this, what that can tell us about the meta. So that'll be interesting as well. But that was it. Congratulations to Russell on his win, to Luke on his 2nd place, and to Pete on his 3rd. And thank you everyone who participated. I really would have wanted cameras in that room. When will someone do live streaming? I really want that to happen. Right. Anyways, thank you so much for this. This was not the final video about the English Nationals, but that was the end of the coverage for the weekend. And good gaming, everyone. Cheers.